Oke, kita mulai aja ya. Gimana? Udah siap?
Oke Kak, udah siap.
Oke. I'm going to start my speech on 3, 2, 1. We agree with what government side that they say physical standard cause K-pop industry that coming because the K-pop industry. We agree with the government that everyone is unique and we should do against to the things that will increasing or will bring more insecurity to our citizens. And the OG also say to protect women from the unconfidence because the standard of beauty that coming from the K-pop industry. But we want to clarify. We want to clarify that the OG less to explain to us about what the thing that will bring harm. What the thing that become if the insecurity is still being exist in our status quo. We know in the fact many of people or especially many of teenagers, especially women, they do depression or even they do something that really become harm for their self just because they feel the insecurity of their self just because they are not having a good standard with physical or something. And this is what this is what we want to talk about. But and the second, opening opposition say that there is a lot of standard of beauty not only coming from the K-pop industry. Before the K-pop industry is booming in this country, there is Western culture or another culture that being exist before the K-pop industry is coming to this country. So why the government should to picture the beauty of, before we have to do that the K-pop industry in the K-pop industry is coming in this country. Just because we know the teenager is who people that still finding their new personality, and that's why if and that's why the K-pop industry makes they really obsessed with their idol, and that's why they also they have the standard or the beauty standard of their self, and it's to and it will make it make the difference between Western culture and the K-pop industry culture, because the K-pop industry in Indonesia most of dominated by the teenager. And the second, the opposing opposition also called it's a good business because there is a big demand that coming from the K-pop industry. This is a good sector for us to invest a lot of money to get much more money, because in Indonesia we have a big fans, big fan base that really support and really support of demanding this kind of industry. But we don't know. But here I'm going to talk about with several arguments that I'll bring one argument to you to prove that this is not good idea to keep still being to keep still to keep still this industry is being exist in Indonesia right now, until of the day, because there is the dark side behind the glitter and the popularity of the K-pop. These are several things that behind the glitter and the popularity of K-pop, and the first is the long time training people that wants to be training. For the example, Jaehyun from the Twice, they should for the before he become a member of Twice. But and the second required to have this is a really things that this is the most thing that really happen and in today for who people that who wants to being an idol in K-pop industry, they have to look good looking and they have to have a perfect physical, and it forced someone to doing plastic surgery and strict diet, and it become a dangerous thing, or it become a bad thing, because this kind of the thing will influence the big of fans to do the same thing, for example doing plastic surgery. And the third, the limitation of their personality. We know that if you become an idol, you have full of under control of your agency. The idol, they don't allowing to have a girl or boyfriend. This band keeps fans from liking their idols by giving false hope that the idol is available. This is because many K-pop fans do not accept and blaspheme when their idol is caught in a romantic relationship with the other person. And the last is, you have to be perfect, because you have a perfect parameter under of your fans. And it will bring more harm for the idol itself, because they have to trying to look perfect in front of their fans, and not many the idols get depressed or becoming stressful or the other thing. And this is why we disagree about the opposition side that say it's a business. It's because we believe that this is not healthy business. If you support this business, it means you ignore about the several harm inside the industry, and you only want to get much money just because the demand is bigger. But you forget one thing: you change the less of moral than still that still happen in our teenager life with that shit beneficial. Thank you.
I would start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know that what Dandy said before, that there are so many things that can cause an irrational behavior, that can cause irrational thoughts, as what Dandy said, it can cause people can do plastic surgery and people having an irrational obsessions. But here's what I'm gonna talk about. Here's what I'm gonna bring to you, ladies and gentlemen. As what opening government said, that people are becoming having beauty standards, but we didn't think about how can that comes into people, and how can K-pop industry makes it as a lot of sectors in, let's say, in beauty standards, in beauty products, in music, in everything. We didn't think about what's an obsession. So in here, I'm gonna explain to you. So how can a person having an obsession? So obsession is a persistent thoughts, images, or something that causing abnormal emotions and can causing an exaggerated expressions. So from this, we can say that uh, that everything that everything that everything who's that everything that we feel, or everything that we seen can become an obsession, because we are just human. But the thing is that the obsession can cause the obsession which can cause a lot of negative things, like, let's say, ladies and gentlemen, nowadays we can say that there's a lot of merchandise from K-pop industries that they sell, and it can be a lot of different things of things. Can like just a book, just an album, but we didn't think about what is it so important to our lives? Is it makes um can makes like life better? Like we can spend something better than we just spend something on the merchandise. And from we can see that there's a lot of teenagers who buy, let's say, they are impulsive in buying merchandise, and we can say that the merchandise is not cheap. The merchandise can be expensive too. So from the impulsive behavior that the teenagers are doing from buying merchandise, we can say that that is an obsession, and that is so bad for even the teenager and even the parents, from the people too. And the other thing that I will bring to you, ladies and gentlemen, of how we against this, how we're not supporting the how we're not supporting the how we are aggressively opposed the K-pop industry, is because that this is an obsession that not just causing a negative impact, but it also causing a create insecurity. As what Andy said before, that from the insecurity we can have a impulsive thoughts, we can have a abnormal thoughts, we can have something that didn't we didn't even realize that that is rational or that is normal. But we, because of the repetitive thought that we always have, the something that we cannot have, we can we have a feeling that we want to change our physical, we want to change our everything. We want to change everything, or something that we have, that's something we can say we are good at it. But we seen K-pop industries as the a lot of people focuses. We've seen that, so we want to be like that. But the thing is that we didn't think about the K-pop industries is just made by the people who want to achieving the industry achievement. We didn't think that it's not for us. I mean, we didn't think about what the idols are feeling. We didn't think about their mental health. And the second thing is that the mental health is also are important, because if we didn't think about the mental health, it can cause us a depression. It can cause us feeling not good enough. And from mental health, it can cause an irrational behavior too. And that's why I can say that it is also against humanity. Why so? Because it is a limitation of their personality, and there is no human right for their idol. I mean, they have to force their practice, they have to force their training to be good, as what the manager said, as what their they're getting paid, but the people didn't think about how much the effort that they took for just a practice, for just a one dance of practice. And it is so much full control upon their agency. So that's why I can say that this is not good and this is wrong. And the thing is that I can say that from all of those reasons, then that from all of those reasons, then why we have to aggressively oppose the K-pop industry is that it is so bad to the impact. Why so? Because as we've seen that the first one is it is bad for the obsession. We have obsessions, and that makes people having impulsive buying, especially in teenager. They have impulsive buying in merchandise and impulsive in album, something like that. And the second one is it's so bad for mental health. And the third one is again the humanity. And the last one I can say that it is the purpose of K-pop industry, like let's say the music, the everything, they just focus on their achievement and they just focus on their industry. They don't focus on what can cost the people, and they don't focus on what, like, is it can bring the positive impact to the people or not. They don't think like that. So that I can say that I'm proud to say that this house believes that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Thank you. That's all from me. Thank you.